Ooh, what is up, guys? You are now tuned in to the Bad Blood Community Post Show here on the Casual Wrestling YouTube channel. I am your host for the night, the notorious Nerdy D, joined by my beautiful and talented, lovely wife, Level Up, Lauren.
What's up, y'all?
If you're new to this community, this is a participation show. We want you guys to drop your opinions and questions into the chat. They're talking about the icebreaker already.
Okay.
The icebreaker was brought up during the PLE in the Discord. It was, does Nia Jax fit under the ring?
You asking me to answer it?
It's everybody. Everybody needs to answer that. Does Nia Jax fit under the ring? Before we break down what we just saw.
Do I have to be nice to women because I'm a woman?
No, you don't have to be nice. This is, we let it fly here. Casual community, we let it fly.
Nia
It's a serious question.
She might be able to get under there, but I think she might get stuck.
You don't know if she can get back out.
Yeah.
Question is, can she get back out? I guess that's the question. Nia is the ring.
If you can't roll out, then I don't know what's happening. You know?
Yeah. I think she gets under. I don't know if she can get back out. I think it's a tight squeeze. I think it's rough.
They should just line them up and let them all try and see who does it.
You might have to bring back Brock Lesnar's tractor
to
lift the ring up so she can get under and then set it back down.
That's
I
right.
digest. Let's get to what we came here for. Well, Lauren, tonight we learned exactly how long it takes for Triple H to get his nut back.
How long is that?
That's about 3 months.
Yeah.
It's about 3 months. Post SummerSlam, this is how long it takes for Triple H to build up another load to shoot, because he shot it tonight. This was, without a shadow of a doubt, this was better than WrestleMania. This was better than SummerSlam. This was the PLE of the year. This was it. 12 out of 10. Mm-hmm. I don't have a word on the casual wrestling scale to give this. I mean, it passed classic. It passed everything we've used to describe a PLE. It ran right past that.
It was awesome.
Every match was worthy of premium live event. There were some things. There were some things that happened tonight that were goofy, but that's wrestling. We like that kind of stuff. But you know what? The whole night involves storytelling, and that's my big thing. There was storytelling woven through every match, from the CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, which I told you guys 3 months ago. I said this was feud of the year. And this last cage match between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre was going to be match of the year. I called that correctly, 100%. Now, I didn't call who won. I definitely thought Drew McIntyre was going over, but shout out to Drew McIntyre, shout out to CM Punk, shout out to Triple H, shout out to WWE for understanding the psychology of wrestling, and that it's not really about who wins and loses. It's about putting on matches like that.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what we want, Triple H. And if we have to endure a couple of these ups and downs throughout through the low months, if you're going to give us 5 or 6 of those a year, I can roll with it. I can handle that, because that wasn't supposed to be that good. That's not one of the big 4.
Yeah.
That was just supposed to be another premium live event. And we started off the night with the match that we all thought should have finished the night. But how could that finish the night when that ending to that premium live event was absolutely batshit insane? Absolutely crazy. What the hell? This reminds me of when you go to a movie, right? And then the movie ends. And then there's like another 15 minutes where they just kind of wrap it up in a nice bow and make it even better. Man, that ending, boy. We got Jimmy. Jimmy's back. Jimmy looks good. Jimmy looks real good. Jimmy,
Where do you think he went?
I thought Mike told us Jimmy was fat. Jimmy got that Ozempic.
Oh.
Jimmy's been hitting that needle in the stomach because Jimmy looked good. Roman looks good. Mm-hmm. Bloodline looks good. We're back, man. The Bloodline. Fucking throw your ones up. Throw your ones up. Bloodline's back.
Yes, sir.
We're back in business. Get it. I mean, dude, The Rock came back.
He did come back, definitely.
I mean, that was just icing on top of the cake.
That. I thought that, for sure, it was not going to happen.
We can never take Rikishi serious again. Nah, Rikishi was stirring the pot. Rikishi knew what he was doing, asshole. Rikishi's an asshole. He knew what he was doing. He was fucking with us. Mm-hmm. They were all playing us. Triple H was playing us. Roman was playing us. Cody was playing us. Pat McAfee was. They were all playing us, man.
Well, they told us, right, that the Rock was in town.
12 out of 10. 12 out of 10. I don't even know what. I don't know where to begin talking about this night. Do we just start with the cage match? Because that was 10 out of 10.
That was freaking epic.
Somebody please call Tony Khan. Somebody please get eyeballs on Tony Khan right now. Please give me a wellness check on Tony Khan right now, because the reality is you had CM Punk. That was your guy. Y'all, the IWC all told me that CM Punk was washed. The IWC all told me that CM Punk didn't have any matches left in him. The IWC all told me that CM Punk he doesn't play well with others. Mm-hmm. That's not what I saw tonight. It's not what the fuck I saw tonight. What I saw tonight was I saw CM Punk put on the best match of the year.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, CM Punk just put on the best match of the year. Mm-hmm. Hey, Kenny Omega. Hey, Young Bucks. You guys couldn't put your shitty little differences to the side to let CM Punk cook like that. So you know who did? Drew McIntyre, a guy who notoriously doesn't really like CM Punk. But you know what he does like? Making fucking money. Mm-hmm. Making banger matches. Having Hell in a Cell matches that will be remembered possibly forever. I'm not going to lie. I tend to get a little excited. I like hyperbole. Yeah, I get hyped up. But here's the reality. That might have been the best match I've ever seen.
Yeah.
No lie. And this is including what we saw at WrestleMania when Cena and The Undertaker and Roman and Cody. I was super engaged in the storytelling of that match. They brought it all back, from finishing moves to beads from bracelets. It had every element that you need for storytelling. That shit was fire, man. That shit was absolutely fire. That, to me, I don't care. I don't care what other people say. You say 9 out of 10, Bobby Sherwood, but I don't. The way I view wrestling is through storytelling. It had so much story. It brought you talk about the way you're supposed to book. The first one goes to Drew. The second one goes to CM Punk. And then we get the rubber match where I was sold Drew McIntyre was winning. CM Punk wins, and I don't give a fuck, because it was just beautiful storytelling. It was poetry. That was poetry. While most wrestling is like a good book, Cody finished his story. CM Punk and Drew McIntyre finished like the perfect poem tonight. It was like a haiku. That's what that was. It was like a haiku. Just a 3 premium live event story. Had some the bracelet was goofy, but we brought it back around.
So freaking when he threw the beads on him.
It was good, man. It was so awesome. Good. I hope Drew McIntyre's okay.
The blood and everything.
The way he jumped on that, the blood was, we got Crimson Mask. They just had, the storytelling in that match was absolutely perfect. And what's beautiful is it didn't even suffer from going first. They were so good that they hit the story, the energy so right that it didn't suffer from being the first match of the night. And we all said, look, we feel sorry for who goes number 2.
Yeah.
Because that's damn near impossible to follow up. It's almost impossible to follow that match. But Nia Jax and Bayley did the best you could do in that situation. Uh-huh. And that is give us a match that was at least entertaining. That's not the great. We're not gonna go back and look at that as the greatest match of all time. I know me and We Too Deep were a little upset that Tiffy didn't cash in, but here's the thing, right? Triple H may have learned from SummerSlam. You don't nut it all at once. You don't let it all out at once.
Get a little sprinkle.
He kept a little bit. He kept a second load for maybe the next couple weeks that we can have some other things. We can have some other things to be excited about. What's that?
He said so we can have some other things to be excited about.
Yeah. He's sharing it. He's sharing the load this time. He's not going to just spray it all on one night.
All right.
But that was good. Like, the cash-in I thought was good. I thought the tease, Bayley almost winning, Nia winning. Now we have tension between Nia and Bayley. Holy shit. SmackDown just fucking got good again. Mm-hmm. Like, if we are to believe that Roman is still part of SmackDown, the fucking final boss is back. Cody is like so much. SmackDown's good again. Holy shit. I see how we could do 3 hours now.
True.
I get where the third hour comes from because the bloodline's back. And so maybe Jay's not involved in this. I'm okay with that, right? Maybe we're not getting a full-on Super Friends. Mm-hmm. It looks like we're going to get The Rock, Cody, Roman, and Jimmy. And I think I'm okay with that.
That's a good mix.
I think I'm okay with it. I'd love for it to be the OG bloodline. That'd be beautiful, right? But if this is what we got, look what we got tonight. They were cooking. I'm not mad at that. I'm 100% okay with that. Rock heading for Cody, Roman, and Jimmy. That was 1, 2, 3 cutthroat. Oh, you think The Rock was coming out? I don't think so. I think The Rock's going to play nice. I think The Rock turns at Survivor Series. I think that's where we get the turn. I don't think this was the turn. I think this was an acknowledgement of like, all right, I see everybody in the ring. I see all the heavy hitters are back. I'm still here. And now we start laying the foundation for Survivor Series, which then is going to lead us to what I've said all along is where this is where The Rock turns. The Rock is going to turn at Survivor Series. I 100% believe that. Why don't they let Tiffy go to Raw or NXT? She can cash in on any champ. Because the reality is the Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley story is not over. That thing's going to continue on. It's got tons of juice left in the orange. So you don't leave that. That's got you can run that story for the next 3 months. That may run all the way to WrestleMania, to be honest with you. Now, because now you got Raquel. Raquel can keep Rhea busy for the next couple of months. Liv can do her thing on the side and talk her shit, and then we circle back around, and we may get at WrestleMania Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley, and Rhea Ripley winning the women's world title at WrestleMania. I could see that. I definitely could see that. I think Nia Jax is the one who drops the belt. Tiffy's not going back to NXT. Tiffy's a star.
Definitely.
Most of us are ready for Tiffy to pull the trigger and be a star.
I believe with them holding her off though, because I'd hate for her to like prematurely do it and then it fell.
No, so when you say we are in the air, this is happening. So I saw them saying like they go to Wisconsin soon, which is her home city.
Yeah,
it's happening there.
All right, well let it happen.
Because so you get the built-in crowd, right? So the crowd's going to cheer for her regardless, and this is ultimately a babyface turn for Tiffany Stratton. She's not going to be a bad guy. So this is. I mean,
was she ever a bad guy?
She's a bad guy right now. She's clearly a bad guy.
Oh, I guess I just like her enough that she's.
No, she's a bad guy. She's been a bad guy. She's always been kind of the bad, like the snotty girl. Mm-hmm. That she talks down to other people. So I think that's definitely where that's happening.
Yeah.
So man, whew,
woo,
I'm coming down off of that. That was wild. Yeah, Mike, you better be there in Wisconsin to report on this shit because this is we are back. We are fucking back. We are back. I'm back. I'm back in. I got lost for a minute. I was nervous for a minute. I thought, how are we going to get through these 2-hour Smackdowns? I can't do Andrade versus Carmelo anymore.
I agree.
I can't do 12 more versions of that. Nope. All right. You know what? That shit can happen on Twitter. If we want to do that, they can do that shit on Twitter. Let them fight over the speed belt. What I'm talking about, what I'm excited for now is we get an hour of Bloodline, and then we can fill that other hour in with good matches. And Tiffany will be cashing in soon. SmackDown's good again. SmackDown's back on track. I'm absolutely excited. Then we got Damian Priest and Finn Balor tonight, which also was fire. Like that, let's not pretend that is a really good match that just got lost in a sea of great matches.
True. Definitely.
Once again, it was good storytelling. I never
once felt like I don't want to pay attention to this right now.
Yeah, I agree. Like I never wanted to turn away. There was never. I know some people said that Bayley and Nia was a restroom break. I didn't feel that way. I actually enjoyed it. Damian Finn was the culmination of the Judgment Day. This has been a long time, almost 2 years in the making of Finn Balor taking over and Finn Balor. And I don't think that's done either. There's no reason for these things to be done. You don't have to rush through anything. There's so many directions we can go now. Triple H, once again, this is what he does. He fucks with me. Triple H fucks with me, right? He gives me these 4 or 5 bad weeks where I start fucking, like, if I had hair, I'd be pulling out the hair, right?
Yeah.
And then he gets us and he sits us down like the little children we are. And he sits us down. He goes, hold on, shut the fuck up for a minute, guys. Let me cook. Blow my load. Blow my load all over you motherfuckers. I yeeted all over y'all. I yeeted all over everybody.
What's going on today?
Yeah, he yeeted all over us, and we go, oh, shit. He had a plan. He had a fucking plan. Now, we're going to have to work on the week-to-week, Triple H. We're going to have to work on the week-to-week because we can't do the AEW thing. We can't just have great premium live events and then the weekly shit be hard to sit through. I think he can get back. I think now the roster, like the fucking Avengers have assembled. Everybody's here. We got The Rock back. We got Roman back. We got Jimmy back. The roster's coming back together. So I think we're gonna be okay. We Too Deep saying Chef Michael's gonna need to respond at the end of the month with a Halloween Havoc. Hey man, more good wrestling is there's nothing like if NXT's cooking and SmackDown gets back on track. And Raw figures their shit out because Seth Rollins is back now. Like, everybody's back. WWE's back at full force. Mm-hmm. Now Triple H has got you. When you got all it's hard. Look, Lauren, it's hard to make a cake when you don't have flour, okay? It's hard. And maybe Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, The Rock, they were the flour. We didn't have all the ingredients. So Triple H was just taking what he had, throwing it together and going, all right, you motherfuckers get some pie or something like that. Oh my God. I'm genuinely excited about what we saw tonight. Damian and Finn, absolutely good. CM Punk and Drew, absolutely. So where we go with CM Punk now? What's next for CM Punk? What's next for wait, oh, hold on, shit. What the fuck? We got a new belt. They just brought out a new belt. Saudi Arabia just funded its own division of wrestling and created a new belt. And this, at first, when they first showed the belt, and it was kind of explained that this is a champion versus champion title, and both belts aren't on the line, but the winner gets this belt. At first, I was like, that's confusing. I don't know if I like that. It feels like another King of the Ring. Then Kara from the Discord kind of laid it out for me as like, this is the Super Bowl. And I like when we can take wrestling and we can put it into sports terms that my brain understands. And my brain understands championship matches like the Super Bowl, where it's another statistic that we can play on, like championship rings, right? So now it actually matters who's champion come around November time. Whereas before, November was a notoriously kind of
dead zone.
Saudi Arabia and Crown Jewel was a notoriously kind of fanfare event. And this is still fanfare, don't get me wrong, but this gives a certain amount of meaning to this event now because, like Kara said, you're going to have guys 5 years from now, somebody's probably going to have won 2 or 3 of these things, and they're going to start referring to themselves as like a triple, a three-peat, you know? I'm the only person who's ever three-peated the Crown Jewel Championship.
Yeah.
So if you look at it in terms of like championship rings, it could get interesting. That could make that a fun time. We Too Deep says Punk takes time off and goes after Seth. That makes sense. The way it was written tonight with him stumbling out and eating oxygen, that absolutely makes sense. So are we now under the belief, because this is kind of what I took away, with Goldberg getting involved with Gunther, I think that was the writing on the wall for Gunther. I think Gunther's title reign is done. I think that Sami Zayn is going to beat Gunther at Monday Night Raw. I think Goldberg gets involved. I think Sami's going to be champion. And then I think we're going to get what is going to be the trial of Sami Zayn.
Okay.
It's going to be a couple weeks where they're going to take the temperature of what the crowd thinks of Sami Zayn as a world champion. Mm-hmm. And I like that. I like being able to take temperature checks, right? If the crowd goes absolutely batshit, then you hold Braun Breaker off. You don't have to rush, right?
Yeah.
If the crowd doesn't respond to Sami Zayn, then you know in your back pocket you have Braun Breaker who can immediately take over. I do think Saudi Arabia has been friendly to Sami Zayn this last year. They were excited for Sami last year, and I believe that Saudi Arabia's fan base doesn't move at the same pace as the rest of the world, whereas we kind of get tired of things real fast. I think they probably still view Sami Zayn as extremely exciting, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So I think there's a world where we go into Crown Jewel and we get Cody Rhodes versus Sami Zayn. I believe that is a high possibility.
That could be interesting.
I don't think we get Gunther versus Cody Rhodes. I don't think they like the optics. I think they like the optics. I think that Goldberg is going to cost Gunther the match, and then Saudi Arabia, because the Saudis love Goldberg. They love, they like.
And Bailey, right?
Everybody likes Bailey overseas. Bailey gets tons of love overseas, but the Saudis like these nostalgic acts. Like they like their Hulk Hogan's and their Goldbergs and their old school. So I think that I do believe that we're gonna get Gunther versus Goldberg at Saudi, and that's a little bit of a reset, because if Gunther can lay in and beat Goldberg.
Yeah.
And really lay in and find his heel personality, then maybe that's a little bit of a reset to get Gunther back going. I just think Gunther needs to be pulled to the side. They got to rework his character a little bit, find what makes Gunther a good bad guy, and then you can reinsert him back in where you want him after WrestleMania. But I like the way the chessboard kind of moved tonight. I liked seeing pieces go in certain directions. I didn't have CM Punk winning, but I like CM Punk winning. What do we do with Drew? Drew probably takes some time off, right? I saw people throwing around Drew McIntyre winning the Royal Rumble. Mm-hmm. I'm absolutely okay with that. I don't think there's any problem with that. I could see a world, stay with me here, I could see a world where either Sammy or Braun Breaker takes on the World Heavyweight Championship all the way to WrestleMania. And then at this WrestleMania, Drew McIntyre gets his proper crowning as World Heavyweight Champion.
Yes, sir.
I think I like that. So whoever, I think it might have been Week to Do, but I don't remember who called it out, of Drew winning the Royal Rumble. I think I like it. It works. It definitely, I like the way that piece fits together, and the way that kind of, I'm good. I'm good there. I still like Liv and Rhea. I think Dom, I know some people have a problem. I know there was a couple people in the Discord. The suspended, like, you have to suspend your belief, right? It's goofy.
Yeah.
Dom getting out of the cage was goofy.
But it's funny.
Him falling and, like, there just being something connected to his leg.
I said he was going to get hit like a panada, and they did.
You did. You called it. You definitely called it. I understand that, like, when you, in a certain aspect, when you see that, if you let it be real, if you take it in a realistic fashion, then your brain goes, this is goofy, right? I suspended my belief tonight. I went into this with an open mind, and it was fun. That was fun. Liked seeing Raquel Rodriguez back. Liked seeing Raquel Rodriguez as part of the Judgment Day. I think it just keeps the Judgment Day fresh. It keeps, so with Finn losing, right? But Liv wins. Now you add Raquel. You still have Carlito. You still have JD. This group is a ragtag group of people, and it's going to be fun. I think we get Raquel and Rhea Ripley for the next couple of weeks, maybe the next couple PLEs. It's just storytelling. Tonight was absolutely storytelling. It's what I've been calling for. I don't like wrestling for the sake of wrestling. There are some people who can watch wrestling and it's just fake fighting, and they're all good with that. I have to have storytelling. So like when Io Sky beats Bianca Belair and it doesn't make sense to me, my brain doesn't wrap around it. Now sometimes I'm just wrong and I don't understand the story being told. Mm-hmm. But tonight was just storytelling. Like, it was just every match. Drew and CM Punk was a callback to the culmination of 3 months of great storytelling. Even if beats of the story were goofy, it all got called back. Like almost like a comedy setup. There were callbacks, and then we got the punchline, and we got the finish. And it was, to me, like I said, it was a poem, right? Bailey and Nia, we have the story intertwined in there. That match was, no matter what that match was, we knew that the real story was going to be Tiffany Stratton attempting to cash in or cashing in. That was the real story, right? Yeah. You talk about the storytelling of Damian and Finn. That's just like, that's brothers, right? These guys were together for 2 years. They started a faction. Damian began to take on a leadership role. Finn didn't like it. It all culminated in this match. And so that, to me, that's good storytelling. You go Liv and Rhea, the story's Dom. It's all there. It's perfect. Then you add in those hokey So tonight felt like a series of movies, right? If you had like the action thriller at the beginning, then you got kind of the mystery of, is Tiffany going to cash in or not? The romantic comedy is Liv, Rhea, and Dom. It's going to have some goofy shit, right? True. It's going to have those weird moments, but it definitely, it feels good. And then the main event was your Avengers movie, right? It's your summer blockbuster. It was, holy shit. Jacob Fatu is the man. Solo Sikoa, he's Solo Sikoa, right? I don't know that any of us love him. I don't know that anybody necessarily, there's a couple guys who hate him.
Though.
I think he's serviceable. I think he's doing exactly what he needs to do in kind of running the Temu bloodline. But then you got Roman. Roman's just the fucking guy. Like, they can do everything they want with Cody Rhodes, right? They could try to present Cody Rhodes in 10 different ways. The reality is, Cody's not Roman. Roman's that guy. Roman Reigns comes out, we all get quiet, right? We're all just like, oh shit, hold on. That's an alpha. That's the grown man, right? There's very few people. Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, there's very few people that have that aura when they come out that you're just like,
true.
That's a guy. Doesn't need a title. He doesn't have to have a title. Jimmy coming back, boy, we've been calling for Jimmy for the last couple weeks.
I didn't think he was coming. I wasn't even on my mind at all.
But once again, this is the impatience of being a wrestling fan. I know we do it.
I want it now.
Yeah, I know we do it. We all know we do it. We all know that we're guilty of this, and we're not going to stop by any means. We're never going to stop doing it. But the reality is, the reality is we should have known. If you're going to do it, this is where you do it. You do it at the big moment. You do it in a match where it really means something, and it just worked, right? It all fucking worked tonight, and then you ended it with The Rock.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, he just got it right tonight. Triple H I told you, right? 3 months. That's what it took for him to build up another load and yeet all over the fucking fans again. And so now, I think he's got a little bit left. They're saying KO just attacked Cody in the back. There you go.
Oh, like right now this happened after?
No, that's not random as hell. Cool. That gets Cody out of this story. Yeah. This is even better. Maybe this gets Cody out of this story. Maybe it's all fucking coming together right now. Maybe we're getting the OG bloodline.
I hope so.
I mean, maybe on Monday Night Raw tomorrow, you got Jimmy. Jimmy was playing Peacemaker tonight. I don't know if anybody saw it. Jimmy was the one that was like, I got you, big dog. I got you. If you tell me to go, we'll go help Cody. And Roman showed compassion. What if Jey Uso goes, you've changed, big dog. You've changed. I have the post show on here. I'm not paying attention to it though. So I'll probably go back and rewatch it. But no, I like that. Fuck that. Get KO and Cody going. I said this for the longest time. Look at what Smackdown could be. Look what Smackdown could be on Friday. Rock, Roman, Bloodline. We could have Cody and KO talking shit to each other. Randy Orton's floating around. We got, oh my God, it's like it can be back. It can be back to what it used to be.
The Rock is already doing Instagram promos.
Good.
He's got it.
Good. This was fucking great. Great night.
Awesome.
Great. Wrestling is back. Week Too Deep. You were fucking right. What did Mike say? Mike said something during, I think it was during WrestleMania.
Said it was the best.
No, he said, this is why we watch wrestling. I think that's what he said. This is why we watch wrestling. It's for these moments. When people go, I don't understand wrestling. It's these moments. It's these nights where it's just fucking,
I don't think you need to understand wrestling. It's like a feeling is how I can explain it. Like, you have to be excited. You have to be pumped up and not know what's going to happen. And then, exactly.
Yeah, right. I mean, that was a night full of, I don't know what's going to happen. And didn't know what was going to happen. And I enjoyed it. And that's when I love wrestling. Yeah. We've got to just quit getting so inside our heads. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's talk about this week, Monday.
Okay. All right.
Monday night show, we're going to do something new.
Okay.
So first 15 minutes of the show, we're going to recap the show. Business as usual. We'll talk our shit. We'll do icebreaker. We'll do business as usual. Then we're going to add something new in. And I saw Sean bring this up, but this was already in the works. Lauren can tell you. Mm-hmm. I've been working on this all weekend. It's why I was a little quiet in the Discord. Every week, we're going to do the casual awards for each episode. And so the casual awards are going to be a series of awards given out on a weekly basis and they're going to be represented by different people of the community, right? So after this show, in the Discord, I'm going to create a room called awards, and then I'm going to list. I think I've got 5 or 6 awards that I want. I need people to kind of not sponsor financially, but sponsor like mentally these awards, so that each person. So like Sean mentioned, best dressed of the night. I already had the trophy created for best dressed of the night. So somebody has to create. If it's like, if it's the Sean 28 best dressed of the night award, then he will pick the best dressed of the night. The baddie of the night is going to continue to be the People's Choice Award, right? We're going to vote on baddie of the night. That won't change. But like Lauren, if you want to get together with like Starry Night and y'all do the Women's Choice Award for picking the dude of the night, you know what I mean? We'll figure it out. I'll have some different ones down. 100% Way Too Deep. One of the ideas I have is just throw me ideas for awards, and we'll fucking let this go on the fly. Like if we want to do a big man of the night, a big meaty man of the night, we can do something like that. There's no rules, but I think it'll be fun. Instead of just redundantly talking, I felt like on Friday it was just wrestling, and this show's never been just wrestling, right? It's getting excited, getting it all out of our system, and then having fun for the rest of the night. So
yes, sir.
The night will consist of 15 minutes talking about wrestling. Then we'll do an award show. I've got a couple other things planned to finish off the night. But yeah, to really make it a community type event, these awards are going to be named after members of the community, and they will, you guys will be able to choose who wins what award. So having said that, let's end the night here with the Baddie of the Night award.
All right.
This is a problem.
Why?
This is a fucking problem.
What's a problem?
There's a 3-way tie, and I know that you placed more than one vote to do this.
I didn't do anything.
Now, I
this
know
time.
you did, because I know you, and I know how you work, and I see the collusion against Bianca Belair tonight.
I didn't do anything, Dustin.
I see it.
Was it me?
Okay, so we have a 3-way tie. How do we settle this? Are you way off your microphone?
No, I'm not
I
doing anything.
can barely hear you. No, but I can barely hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now I hear you. We need someone to vote and break this tie. Who hasn't voted?
I don't know.
You voted 7 times, so you don't need to vote anymore.
I didn't vote at all.
I don't like this. Well, there it is. Tie broken. You did it.
What was
you
it?
did it. You
No,
did it. You son of a
never.
bitch. You son of a.
Dustin.
How many times did you vote tonight?
What?
How many times did you vote tonight, honestly?
One time.
Yeah, no, Lauren's got like 12 burner accounts.
One time. I swear.
You're
That's
such
all.
a lie. I'll go back and check the analytics.
I didn't do anything.
It changed again.
It wasn't me.
I might give this a couple
is
minutes
it?
because Bianca's on the
Who
come
is
up.
it?
Bianca's on the come up right now.
Nah, it's not Bianca.
You don't have enough accounts to stop this
I don't have
groundswell.
any accounts, Dustin. I don't know what you're talking
You don't
about.
have enough. I'll start pulling up other accounts and just placing votes.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. Like what's going on right
I call
now.
bullshit. Collusion against Bianca Belair. That's fine.
There's not collusion against Bianca Belair, Dustin. You're
So
just imagining
this
things.
sounds like the work of someone who's in Wavy D's faction.
Who's in the faction?
You are.
I'm not in anybody's faction.
Oh yeah, you are. They already fucking put together. You were nominated in.
I'm not anything.
Y'all are
but-
like the Nation of Degeneration or something like that.
the Nation of Degeneration.
Yeah, it was some bullshit like that. What's up, Jody? Yeah, that was. I mean, to me that was number 1 of the year. Top
It was
premium
awesome.
live event.
I-
But it
I
is
really
rigged,
loved
Bobby.
it.
Bobby, it's rigged. But
What's
Bobby,
rigged?
I think Bobby, aren't you part of this bullshit faction
rigged?
too? I feel like Bobby's part of this faction too. I gotta make a
know.
list of my enemies.
I don't know what you're talking about. How can I be your enemy? I'm your wife.
Because you chose to go with me, We Too Deep, Mike. It's looking like Dead Chef, probably Sean. Sean's probably involved. We're the good guys in this situation. We're the baby faces.
I'm
You
not
guys
a
are
bad
the
guy.
heels. Bobby said he might be in the bad faction.
I didn't do anything. I promise.
She's only in last We Too Deep because fucking Lauren
last
voted
place?
7 times to make sure she didn't win.
What are you talking about?
I know how you work.
I didn't do anything, Dustin.
It's not poor Bianca though, Christopher. She's won like every other week that she's been involved.
Well, we said if she won
Sean,
one more
yeah,
time,
you're a
then-
good guy. You're on my
Then
team.
we had to officially call it the what?
The what? Oh, you're trying to stop it from being the Bianca Belair award?
No, never, Dustin. I would never do that.
Yeah, you are.
I haven't done anything.
With 32% of the vote, our winner tonight was Tiffany Stratton. Not mad at it. Tiffany definitely, she had a look tonight. There's lots
Congratulations,
of people
Tiffany.
excited. They said Tiffany takes a commanding lead. I thought Liv was in the running tonight. I thought Liv could have got it. I don't know the fascination with Rhea, guys.
I'm not
I don't
going to
know-
lie. I originally voted for
For what?
Rhea Ripley.
Really? What is the fucking fascination with her? What does everybody see that I don't see?
I can show you. I don't know.
I understand, like, her gear looked good.
I just thought she looked cool.
But
That's all it was.
it's not who looks cool award. It's baddie of the night.
Well, I mean, technically, we never really said, like, does it mean, like, most attractive?
You
most
know what a
cute,
fucking baddie is?
Or, like, I'm just a baddie. Well, she looked like a baddie. She's going to kick somebody's ass.
and
then
so
the second
yeah.
time I
and
voted,
I
I voted
I
for
will
Tiffany.
say, because this.
And then the third time I voted for Tiffany.
The third time you voted. I will say this. I think this is a realistic assessment of Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley, not an ugly girl by any means. She has an aesthetic
She
that
has
she
an
goes
interesting
for.
look that makes you look at her, whether it be good or bad.
Definitely. Like Rhea,
Baddie.
when Rhea's in her normal, just everyday look,
She looks like an Australian.
definitely a baddie. I just don't think wrestling persona Rhea Ripley, she looks like that singer in Marilyn Manson. What's
She
the other
does.
guy?
She does look like them together when
But those
she
are
does
both
it.
dudes.
I know.
Those are both dudes. Hey, Mike, did you get howdied?
I mean, I do like boys, so
Did Mike get howdied? Can we get a wellness check on Mike? Mike went to a wrestling bar tonight.
Okay.
It was a bar specific
slipped
to
him a
wrestling.
roofie?
No, he just said there was an interesting crowd there.
Oh, okay.
That's
so cool that there's like a wrestling bar. I mean, we don't drink, but like,
yeah. No, that'd be
You know?
fun. We're gonna find a bar in Vegas. In Vegas, they're gonna
yeah.
be showing. There's got to be showing.
somewhere. I'm so
Yeah.
excited.
Mike's been quiet in chat. Mike got howdied.
He definitely did.
As far as I know, Mike has been howdied.
If somebody out there is near him, go
I'm gonna
find
text
him.
Mike after the show, make sure he's okay. Make sure he got home okay. If Mike ends up in the Wyatt Six, guys, we're fucked.
Oh no.
Wavy out with Piper. Yeah, no, we did say that.
Wavy's with Piper.
Yeah, we did say that. Wavy was definitely up in that suite tonight with Piper Niven.
So y'all told me she was a beekeeper the other day, and today
She
she
was
was a
fucking
cowboy.
tonight.
Yep.
Piper's
fucking-
ready for Halloween.
Exactly. That's exactly what I
She's
was
in the
thinking.
Halloween spirit early.
So let's go.
Should Piper? There was a couple people thought Piper should have been in the baddie list. Is that a real thing? Am I just
So
fucked up?
she's not an ugly girl, I don't think.
Nobody
she's
said
a
that.
bigger girl.
Nobody said that. Nobody called her ugly. We don't do that around here.
I didn't. Did I say anybody called her ugly? No, I just
Wavy
saying.
Wavy's gonna
From
show up with a cowboy
girl
hat and a
view,
baby.
I don't think she's an ugly girl.
Piper had all the walls out like Texas Roadhouse. Yes, she did. Yes,
We
she
all
did.
commented on how lovely a color Nia looked.
I'll tell you one thing.
Okay.
Metro didn't do a very good fucking job. He let The Rock in tonight. All of Cody's enemies were there. Roman.
I'm not gonna
The
lie.
Rock.
What the fuck does this Metro thing mean? I'm
So
so confused.
when they first announced this Bad Blood Premium Live event,
Okay.
the commercial was Cody Rhodes and Metro sitting in a car staking out the building.
Metro's a person.
He's a rapper.
Okay.
And there's been a series of these like little stories of them like scoping out the building. So they've been out there for like 3 months. And I think early tonight they kind of like it
Is
was
this the rapper that
insinuated.
was there tonight?
Huh?
Who was in the promos that they showed today?
Metro Boomin. He was there. So,
Oh, that was him.
Yeah, but like at the beginning of the show, Cody kind of told him like, all right, I gotta go. You keep a lookout. The
Okay.
motherfucker ended up in the building, up in the suite, having a party.
That
Where
makes
the
sense.
fuck was Montez Ford? Why wasn't he up in that suite with Bianca?
I don't know.
There's a lot of
They
hate.
do
For,
him dirty.
I feel like Triple H
don't
has
like
it.
it.
I feel like Triple H has it out for
Montez.
Montez.
I'm Team Montez.
I like the little cinematic thing. Sean, I thought tonight was perfect. 12 out of 10. I'm not fucking lying. We got to come up. We're going to have to come up with a word for what a 12 out of 10 is. It's like Dave Meltzer, right? We got a 5-star rating and we're somewhere in 8 stars. We're just making up stars at this point.
Juicy. It's juicy.
We're just calling bullshit. But yeah. All right, everybody have a good Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We like I said, got some fun stuff happening this week.
See you
On
Monday.
Monday, we're gonna do the first
9, right?
the first ever. Yeah, it's 9:00. I'm yes, because it's a 2-hour Monday Night Raw. So 9:00, we'll do the first ever I was going to call them the Cagies, but I don't think that sounds good.
the
So I'm going to call them
sounds
the Casual Awards.
weird.
The first ever Casual Awards will be Monday. Then Tuesday, me and Mike are rocking out with some sports talk this week. We're going to do some sportses.
Sports.
And we got a little fun game that we're playing at the end where we're going to take different people and put them in football positions. So that'll be fun to look forward to.
Okay.
Then Wednesday we've got the Hear Me Out pod, the Nerdy D
It's
pod
over
with
55, right?
the Smasher Pass. It's over 55. I've seen some of these names come in.
Uh-huh.
Woo! This is gonna be a fun one.
All right.
It's
Let's go. And
definitely
they have to
gonna
be
be-
human, right?
Yeah, they're human. Oh, these are human.
Okay.
These are definitely human, but these
Let's
are
go.
they're gonna be fun. Definitely gonna be fun. And then Friday let's brace ourselves. Smackdown's back, baby.
Uh-huh.
But that's all I got for you guys tonight. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you don't already. The party never stops. If you're not in the Discord, make sure to join the Discord right now. I had a fucking blast in the Discord tonight again. It was absolutely fun. But that's all we got for tonight. Lauren, take us out. Ring the final bell.